Hey everyone, in this short psychology revision video, we're going to be looking at topic 1, memory. I'm going to quickly go over what you need to know for your exam in terms of the flow of memory and long-term memory. So, nice short one. What we need to know, we need to know the 3 parts of the flow of memory and how to define them. We need to know the 3 different types of long-term memory, and we specifically need to know some key differences between those 3 types of long-term memory. So the flow of memory is the process that every memory follows, and that they all go through so that they can eventually be sort of held in our brains and accessed at a later time. And those 3 parts are encoding, storage, and retrieval. And those are the 3 keywords that you might need to know for your exam. So each of them has a sort of buzzword that goes with it. So you can see them in bold underneath. So encoding is the process that happens when we are creating a memory in the first place. So we see or hear something, and what we have to do is we have to change that memory into a sort of like a code or a format so it can actually be held in our brain. And this process is called encoding. Once we've encoded the memory and changed it so it can actually be stored, it takes us down to the storage part of the flow of memory. So storage is literally putting something in a storage system, and that storage system is our brain. So the buzzword for storage is holding. Okay, we say it's holding memories in our memory system. Once their memory has been successfully encoded and we've stored it, the next thing that happens is at some point we're going to want to use that memory. Maybe we've want to remember something for an exam. Maybe we're having a chat with our friends about what we did at the weekend, or what film you've just watched, and that process is then going to be called retrieval. So the retrieval process is when you're trying to access your storage system, and you're trying to remember it and recall that memory to talk to someone or write it in an exam. So those are the 3 key parts of the flow of memory. All memories go through that process, and you could be asked to define those 3 words. You could also get asked about the 3 types of long-term memory. Not difficult, but there are 3 of them, and they are episodic memories. So episodic memories are memories from events in your life, things like birthday parties, Christmases. Again, a trip to the cinema is an event, it's an episode of your life. Now, we say that these memories require a conscious effort. Now, what that means is you actually have to really think about it as you're trying to retrieve it and trying to recall it. We also have semantic memories, and semantic memories are normally the stuff you sort of learn at school or learn from a book, because these are memories for knowledge and facts. So things that you know, like how many wives Henry VIII had, how many planets in the solar system, how to spell certain words, how to bake a cake. This is all knowledge, they're all facts. It's all things that you know and things that you've learnt and things that you've been taught. In a similar way, these memories, semantic memories, require a conscious effort to recall, which means you have to really think about it when you're asked to recall one of them. So in an exam tests your semantic memory, and you're constantly being asked to really think about what you know and what facts and knowledge you know. Finally, we have procedural memories, which are your memories for actions and skills. So the things that you can do, basically procedures. Most common examples are things like walking, riding a bike, swimming, playing a musical instrument. The key difference here, though, is once you've got really good at one of these skills or actions or procedures, once you've mastered it, it actually becomes an unconscious memory. And what we mean by that is you don't even have to think about it. You just sort of become so good at it and so natural, it just starts to happen without really thinking about it. So that's the key difference here. Procedural memories are very unconscious, and you don't even think about it as you're doing it. So that's a nice short video on the flow of memory and long-term memory types. This is what we've covered on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side there you have your key academic vocab. If you can define all of those words, then you've successfully know what you need to know for the exam. Well done. See you in the next one.